Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie Infernip, and this is my Week 8 battle for Season 4 D1 for the PPL. So you're probably really confused why I'm saying the PPL, because I've never done any videos about the PPL at all before. But if you guys do not know from Twitter, I'm actually in the PPL now. And the reason that we're starting at Week 8 here, which seems kind of weird, is because I'm taking over from my friend George, aka Subtitle MC. If you don't know him, for whatever reason, even though you probably do, but if you don't, link will be down below to his channel. He's a really good guy, awesome dude, awesome friend, and a phenomenal player in League format. One of the best battlers in League format, I mean, and in general out there. He's just really good at Pokemon. He's just a cool guy and good at the game. So check him out, link will be down below. But he's been really busy at school, at college with, I think he's doing like biomed or some fancy sounding science that's probably like hard as dicks. So he's just been really busy. So he asked me to take over his team in the PPL. I was like, sure. So I was like, fuck it, man, why not? Because it will be kind of cool to, get some good battles in against some high quality players and, just have some fun. Hopefully, just have some high quality battles and, just have fun, man. It would be cool. So I took over George's draft. Well, he made some transactions a couple weeks ago, so it's not his draft, it's his roster, I guess. But I guess I'll just read that off, as I might show it on screen. But I'll just read it off. As his team is Jirachi, Salamence, Azumarill, Dugtrio, Mega Sableye, Porygon 2, Mewnich, Hitmonlee, Typhlosion, and Frostlass. So, pretty cool team there. It's got some interesting Pokemon, like Mega Sableye and P2. Both of those are really fat. Some Pokemon I haven't used like them. Actually, most of the Pokemon on this team I've not used. The only ones that I have used are Salamence and Frostlass. The rest I've not. But yeah, so with the PPL, there's like a point system, so not everyone has the exact same amount of Pokemon. I think everyone has like 9 or 10. Maybe, I think 1 or 2 people have like 11 Pokemon, but George has 10 here on this draft, so that's kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, the 6 I'm bringing this week, you can see there. But I'm actually going to talk about some other things real quickly before I get into my team this week and just this battle here. So, in the PPL, right now, George is 4-3, or I guess I'm taking over his 4-3 record. And there are 11 weeks in total. This is week 8, so we have week 8, 9, 10, and 11 to do. So that's 4 games I have to do. So that should be fun. That should be cool. Next week we play Sam, coach of the Newcastle United. Then we play Polymath. He coaches the Thunderbolt and Wanderers. And then we play Kelly, who's under the radar. So that should be a fun game in week 11. All these should be awesome and fun. But yeah, so we're playing Schady this week. Schady is, pretty good at Pokemon. If you don't know Schady, check him out. Link will be down below to his channel. Also, I think I'll link to the PPL channel and the PPL doc. So I think the PPL has some analysts that do some cool things. So check out their channel. Check out the doc, which has cool stats and cool things. Now, actually, one other thing. I'm keeping the name of the San Francisco Arcaniners just because I don't want to change it to the Baltimore Braviaries, because, then they have to change logos, and, that'd just be annoying for, everyone else to have to use, or everyone else that needs logos that's playing me have to use them, because, then we have to transfer files and things. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard, but, it'd be a little annoying. And I figured since I don't really want to make any transactions, I'm not gonna change the team name. I'll just keep it as the San Francisco Arcaniners, since I'm really just filling in for a couple weeks, not taking over for most of the season. So that's what I figure there. But yeah, so with these Pokemon, like Mega Sableye, I'm not too interested in him. Porygon 2 is kind of okay. I've kind of started liking P2 after I started building with it this week, and it's really fat, which is nice. But I don't know, like some Pokemon, like Mega Sableye mainly. I don't know, I just don't really like in general, and I probably wouldn't use otherwise, but I figured, you know what, maybe if I use it, he'll really grow on me, so I'll give him a chance here. Not gonna drop him, probably won't make any transactions, so I'll just try out some of these Pokemon, use this as a chance just to try out some mons, maybe I'll like some of these that I didn't think I would, but, I mean, most of these other Pokemon I have kind of wanted to use. Really makes it less someone that I dislike. Maybe P2, but, P2 is kind of fat, really fat, and it's kind of nice. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go over my team now. So as you can see, I'm bringing Jirachi, Frostlass, P2, Mega Sableye, Mewnich, normal Mewnich, and Azumarill. So my team, just gonna go over it. So I'm bringing Jirachi with a pretty cool set, pretty offensive. We have Iron Head, Stealth Rock, U-Turn, and Zen Headbutt. We are holding the leftovers. Now this thing has almost max speed, so we can outspeed. I think max speed Jolly Lucario. Let me actually read off Shady's roster just to give you guys a little bit of perspective. I might put it on screen, I might just read off, whatever. So he has Clefable, Nidoqueen, Latias, Rotom, Wash, Lucario, Sneasel, Gourgeist, Armaldo, Mega Pidgeot, and Simisear. So he's definitely got a really good draft. Some people, I don't know, kind of don't like it or kind of just questioned it, but I really like it. I don't know, it was just a tough draft to prep for, a tough draft to really just build for, and it was very tough, because things like Clefable, and then Rotom, Wash, and Lucario, all just very good mons, and it definitely synergizes really well together, and it was just tough to bring a good team that I felt comfortable with. This team I brought, it was okay. I think it was pretty good. It wasn't great. We'll see how it goes, but I don't know. So this draw, I just said, we have almost max speed and we're jolly. We have 132 HP. That's just so my HP stat is divisible by 16 for these leftovers, and then like almost 200 attack. So then next we have our Assault Vest Azumarill with Play Rough, Aqua Jet, Ice Punch, and Power Up Punch actually in that last slot. The Power Up Punch is so I can 2-hit KO a physically defensive Clefable, because with Play Rough, if it's Fist Def, I do not 2-hit KO. It does like 41 to 49, I think, so it does a little under half. I'm max stack Adamant with a bit of speed, so I can outspeed no speed Clefable, because he never brings speed on his Clefable, which I learned from starting from his team rulers. Then I have the rest in HP. But yeah, so Schady never brings speed on his Clef, it looks like, so I'm bringing just enough speed on Azumarill to outspeed it. So hopefully he doesn't bring me speed this week, because I really suck. But yeah, I have Ice Punch over Knockoff, because I figured it's Nidoqueen a little harder, if maybe you switch that in on Play Rough. I do not have Waterfall at that, because, I mean, I'm not going to be staying in, most likely to take a Sludge Wave from that. Even though I am Assault Vest still, I probably don't want to stay in. So I have Ice Punch there, because it hits the Gourgeist decently. I could have given Knockoff, maybe that would have been a little better. I don't know, it was a tough play, or tough call there. Knockoff could have been better, I don't know. Yeah, Play Rough, Aqua Jet, it's just really nice for his team. I thought about Banded, but I don't know, it was just really nice to have AV to be able to take hits better from, like, Latias, which he did not bring, but, like, Clefable I can take a hit pretty well, because I can switch this thing in pretty comfortably on a Clefable, because he could predict my Jirachi switch in and go for a Fire Blast, in which case Azumarill can eat that up, or can take a Moonblast pretty well as well, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, next we got our Scarf Frostlass, which is named Jackie Frost, because in Season 1 of the Miniature Pokemon League, the PPL, I had a Frostlass that I nicknamed Jackie Frost a couple of times, and it came through for me in the playoffs. It's really clutch. So I'm nicknaming this Frostlass the same thing there. So we have a Choice Scarf, we have Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Trick, and Destiny Bond. So we are, yeah, I think we have enough speed to outspeed, it wasn't Lucario, it was something else on this team. I think maybe Max Speed Rotom Wash, because I figured Lucario, most likely, if that thing does hit me, it's going to be with Bullet Punch anyways, so it doesn't matter if I outspeed it, and I don't really need to outspeed Lucario, because I'll be Scarfed anyways, and, like, I don't think he'll be Scarfed. I could trick away my Scarf, but, like, then still most likely the only thing he'll be hitting me with is Bullet Punch. I don't know, we'll see, but yeah, Ice Beam Shadow Ball is just nice coverage and dual stat for his team, and Trick is nice, so I can trick a Scarf on Clefable. Then Destiny Bond is so if I'm at low health, but I can outspeed something, I can just go for it, sack off Frostlass, but hopefully bring another mod down with me. That'd be cool. Next we have another Scarfer being my Scarf Mewnich. Now I have two Scarfers, and they're both super effective, or they both have stats super effective to that Mega Pidgeot, just because that thing outspeeds my entire team, and I was really scared of that. Even though P2 is pretty good switching, still I was just scared of that, of the Mega Pidgeot. So I have two Scarfers. One will likely trick, one will likely trick their Scarf away to either Clefable or to something else. So I like the idea of having two, that way I can use one to trick and one to outspeed the Mega Pidgeot. I don't know. It was just a cool idea, and it was something that, I don't know, because it was tough to deal with Clefable in my building, or just like with this draft, because I don't have a Poison type in. Jirachi's kind of cool, but I feel like I need to Rocks on Jirachi, because George only has two Rockers on this team, being Jirachi and Dugtrio. And Dugtrio is not a good matchup for Shady's team, so I figured Jirachi is better to bring as a Stealth Rocker, so I have two Scarfers here. So I have Mewnich, as I said, with Volt Switch, T-Volt, HP Ice, and Switcheroo. Again, so I can Switcheroo a Scarf onto the Clefable, maybe Gourgeist, maybe Nidoqueen or something, anything of that sort. Enough speed to outspeed his Simisear, just in case of that thing Scarfed. Or I think it was Simisear. I believe so, yeah. And next we have our especially defensive, sort of-ish P2. We have almost max HP, we have 200 speed F, a little bit of speed, and then a decent amount, we have 60 special attack and modest. That is just, we can hit somewhat-ish hard, but our moveset here, let me explain that first. We have Slash Shock, Tri Attack, Psych Up, and Recover. Psych Up is for the Calm Mind for Fable mainly, or like Calm Mind Latias. I thought about having Mimic, it was really Mimic or Psych Up. But I did opt for Psych Up in the end because I feel like Psych Up's better, because if I switch this thing in as Fable Calm Minds, and then it could Calm Mind again, then I can Psych Up, instead of, and then if I had Psych Up, I could be a +2, but if I had Mimic, I would just copy it, and then I would have to Calm Mind just one by one on my own, but Psych Up, I feel like it's overall better, and then I can hit that thing harder than he can hit me, and I have Psyshock, so if we do keep boosting, then, you know, eventually if I get to like +6, then Psyshock's going to be doing a lot to him. Now, if he is unaware, that could be a little scary, but I do Trace actually, so that I can trace his unaware, so that if we are both boosting, I can still beat him 1v1, because he will still not be doing much to me, and we'll be doing like the same amount to each other that we would be if we're both at neutral. So yeah, that was a pretty cool P2 set there. And then we have our Mega Sableye here, and actually my Mega Sableye's nickname, Apologies, and P2's nickname, I'm Sorry, because they're both fat, and they're both just stupid and kind of stally. I feel bad. But Mega Sableye, this set was kind of tough because I didn't want to like totally lose to Clefable, but I feel like this set can sort of not deal with it, but it can at least pressure it a bit. I have Toxic, Knockoff, Low Kick, and Recover. Plan is to Toxic on the switch in. Now I wanted like my original set was like Snarl with then like Nasty Pot and Shadow Ball, and I kind of like that, but that was, I don't know, it wouldn't really work out if he was magic or if he was unaware, which I thought he'd be unaware based on how many times he's brought unaware Clefable. Just looking at his team builders, most of the time he does bring unaware. But I mean overall I thought Magikarp was better for this matchup. Like I first thought that, then saw his team builders and scouted Schady, and I think he'll bring unaware. So I brought Toxic on Mega Sableye, so I can hopefully Toxic out on switch in and then pressure the Clefable if it is unaware. Then we have a decent amount of Fizz Def with Impish Nature, and then a lot of Spit Def and Max HP. So sorry that took so long. I didn't do like a proper team builder, but I kind of explained my team there. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I might have a timestamp in the description to say like where to skip to if you want to, like where to skip to when the battle starts, if you want. But I don't know. We'll see. So Schady brings mostly what I expected. Brings the Rotom Wash, Nidoqueen, Clefable, Gourgeist, Mega Pidgeot, and Sneasel. I expected the Latias and Lucario over Gourgeist and Sneasel. I did not really expect the Gourgeist too much. The Sneasel I thought could have come maybe, but I mean my Mega Sableye, which isn't pretty comfortable anyways. But you know, it's still nice to check Salamence, which I thought about bringing, but I did not bring Salamence in the end. Because I feel like Mega Sableye was better for my team overall, so I can switch into Lucario and Sneasel a little better. So that's why I planned. That's why I have Mega Sableye instead of Salamence there. But my lead here, I wanted to lead Sableye, but I thought he could lead Clefable, predicting that. So I do opt to lead with Jirachi instead of Sableye, because he could lead Clefable. So, you know, I lead with Jirachi thinking I could set up Seltox potentially, maybe just U-turn out. So I lead with George on my Jirachi, because I didn't really have any other nicknames. So I was like, George, that'd be cool to nickname Jirachi after him. So he leads with Sneasel. I'm like, oh, well, shit. I thought about having a Culper on this, but I didn't think Sneasel was too likely to come, and I have Mega Sableye anyway. So I switch out, hoping it's not a pursuit. He's not, or at least he doesn't go for it. And he goes for a knockoff. Does not much to Mega Sableye there. So I'm like, alright, cool. Mega Sableye eats that. I can Mega Evolve, and then probably just Toxic. Really, it's not going to stay in. Even if he does, it's not terrible. So he goes into his Clefable, which is what I thought he'd do. His Mega Sableye's cute little... It's not cute, but it's small and weird looking. But I Mega Evolve and go for the Toxic, and it's going to poison the Clef, which is pretty nice and kind of dandy. So that's cool. So we see it's poisoned, but it is Magikarp, you can tell there, so that's interesting. I thought he'd be unaware. I don't know, it's kind of a 50-50. I don't know. But I go into P2 because I know I can eat up any hit from this thing, I'm not too worried. So I do Trace, it's Magikarp, I already know he's Magikarp, but whatever. So it goes for the T-Wave there, which is not great. I originally had Analytic on this set, but then I wanted Trace because, you know, in case if he was unaware. So he goes for double T-Wave, expecting me to switch, but I'm like, nah man, I'm gonna just get off some damage, just scout here. So try attack from this. I think it looked like he was pretty physically defensive, but had like a little bit, or just like some Spit F investment, and that was depending on rolls, but So here, he goes for Calm Mind, as I think I go for Slash Shock, just in case if you want to go into Gourgeist maybe. I'm thinking you can get a free switch in, but I get parried anyways, so it's whatever. But I have a little trick up my sleeve, being my Psych Up, so I'm not too worried that you're Calm Mind Clefable. Unless if I get parried like a million times, but hopefully I don't. He T-Waves again thinking I'm gonna switch. I'm like, bruh, nah, I'm staying in. As I Psych Up, and then he sent me a message on Discord saying he like applauded me. I'm just like, yay, Schady likes my idea. But that's cool. So I'm at +1/+1, and so is he. But he switches out into, I think, Speed Slayer, which is interesting. Because, I mean, I went for Psyshock. I guess he predicted that, but he had not seen Psyshock yet, so I don't know. I feel like that was a little risky. Although, I mean, he did have a Sash, which I did not know. But, I mean, it makes sense considering he was not Life Orb, and he led up that it should have really clicked in my head that he was Sash, like, immediately. But it didn't. So he goes for the Sword Sensor on the Switch, which is kind of interesting. Pretty cool play on his part. So, makes Sableye, looks like I can live a +2 knockoff or +2 Icicle Crash. And the low kick, let's forget like a min roll, should be able to knock him out. I mean, yeah, so you see, I actually don't knock him out. He had the Sash anyway, so it didn't matter. But, like, I was like, damn, man, I thought it was going to knock you out. But he had the Sash, which I really should have, like, I really should have, like, realized that he was going to, because I feel like it was kind of obvious. But whatever, so I bring in my Azurma here, and the Aqua Jet's obvious, it's Dicks, like, Dicks are obvious, and so is Aqua Jet. So I'm like, alright, I want to go for Aqua Jet, because, you know, it's Sneasel in front of me. If I don't Aqua Jet and he stays in, I lose almost half my health, and possibly my Assault Vest if he goes for knockoff, so that's not good. So I wanted to predict the switch into Gourgeist and go for Ice Punch. I really wanted to, but I thought, okay, I thought he might stay. Yeah, I was thinking he might stay in and just sack that thing off, because it's just so low. Now, there are not rocks up on the field, so maybe he's trying to preserve it for that, or just as death fodder later. Maybe I should have Ice Punched. I don't know. I mean, I could have lived any hit from Sneasel anyways. I could have added a Poison Jab, though. I don't think I have that confirmed that he did. Or actually, no, I saw his 4 moves, so never mind. But I do Aqua Jet, it does, like, absolutely nothing to this, and Lefties puts him pretty much back at full, except for a little sliver of health, but that's okay. So here, I'm like, well, shucks, I can't do a whole lot with Ice Punch, so I'm going to switch out into P2. I don't have anything great to take this on. I did not bring Typhlosion because I was scared of that Latias. I mean, really, outside of Latias, like, Typhlosion is really well versus team. So, I didn't have a great way of dealing with this thing. Maybe Frostlass, I could have switched into that here. Maybe that would have been a better play, but I don't know. So, so he goes for the Leech Seed. Guys, I mean, I can really eat up any hit from this thing, so that's why I switched into it, because I can do anything to him. I tried attacking him, he might switch, because he can't really touch me. But I can't do a whole lot to him either. I think I could have beaten 1v1 because he actually did not have recovery. He did not have synthesis. So I think I could have beaten 1v1 by just stalling him out from the Psyshock, which does like 12 or so %. But if I had kept Ice Beam, that 2 KOs, and that would have been pretty big. And then, I mean, I don't know what I would have put Ice Beam over though, to be fair, but Ice Beam could have been clutch for the Gourgeist. So here, I'm thinking, alright, so I'm just going to go for some attack here. Not a Ghost move, so I think Jirachi's kind of safe, because I thought he'd go for Seed Bomb or just some grass move. So I was like, alright, Jirachi's probably pretty safe switching. And then right as I clicked, right as I like switched into this, I looked at the damage calc and I saw on like the pretty like standard Gourgeist set, like Foul Play, and I was like, oh shit, he's probably going to go for that. And he goes for Foul Play, does it around half. With the lefties, I think I can live another one, or it looks like I can. So that's okay, so I can get a Rocks and just U-turn out, which that's okay. Because getting at Rocks is nice, and the only way of getting rid of these Rocks is with a possible Defog Mega Pidgeot, but I don't think you do that. Because first of all, it's kind of weird just to run it in general, and then Schady just does not like hazard removal in general, which I know about him, so I don't think he'll carry Defog Mega Pidgeot. So still, the Rocks are up, and I'm most likely going to be here to stay, so that's cool. So here, I just U-turn, get off chip damage. Maybe I should have hidden it, because it does nothing anyways, and like, he didn't need to see all my moves there, or he has not seen Zen Headbutt yet, or Iron Head, I guess, but maybe I should have hidden it, but I don't know. So here, I go into Mewnich. I think I should have gone into Frostlass, but I don't think I killed just yet. So he goes for Foul Play, gets a crit, which is a little unfortunate. It doesn't really matter though, I don't think, at all. So it is what it is. So here, I go for the Switcheroo, hoping to Switcheroo a Choice Scarf on him, because that would really help me deal with that thing. As he just goes in and Sneasel sacks that thing off, so that's okay. So we are down. I think the score is like 4-5, because I lost my Mega Sableye, and no, I think it's 5-5, because I think it's 5-5, but my team has just been very weakened, and just I have not been able to deal with Gourgeist too well. Yeah, it's 5-5 right now. So Mewnich in as he brings in the Rotom Wash. So here, one thing that I did not think about or did not realize until after the battle is that since I went for Switcheroo there, but there was no target, so I don't think I was locked into Switcheroo, even though I'm Scarf. I don't think I was locked into it because I didn't really, like, I went for the attack, but like I didn't do anything, I guess. So I think if I wanted to, I could have clicked Volt Switch here, which could have impacted my play. So I thought, I don't know. It was a tough play here. Whether I should switch out into probably foreground 2 to take the Hydro Pump, or if I should stay in predicting the Volt Switch. And I thought he'd predict the switch into P2 and go for Volt Switch. I thought he would be real. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in and go for Switcheroo because I think Shady's gonna be real. Alright, is Schady gonna make the pro plays? Does he have the balls? I think Schady has balls, but no, he just goes for Hydro Pump, as you see here, and I do die. I'm like, damn it, Schady, you're not real enough, and I die. Which sucks, man. It's shucks. It's bad. But yeah, so we're down 4-5 now. I tricked him in the Choice Scarf, and I obtained the Choice Specs, which is kind of interesting to see that his specs are on, which is kind of cool. So I bring in my Asu, because I now can take a Scarf Hydro Pump, that does nothing to me. I go for the Ice Punch, predicting the switch, because even if you stay in, like, I'm doing more to you than you're doing to me, so it's okay. So I go for Ice Punch. I'm thinking maybe after Rocks I can do a KO. Maybe, I know this thing has lefties, but maybe he's not totally physically defensive. But after lefties, it looks like I'm not going to be able to do a KO him. I'm like, ah, man, fuck me. So this sucks. So here, I think I go into Frost Blast because that thing looks like it's in range of Ice Beam or Shadow Ball to kill. So that's looking kind of cool here, as he does Will-O-Wisp and lands it. So he burns my Frost Blast, which, it's what it is. It's a Frost Blast, so it's a special attacker. It's not a big deal. As here, he gets lefties. He's around 70, 65, yeah, probably 65%. So here, I think I'd go for Switcheroo, or Trick, actually. Predicting he's switching to Clefable because he's no reason to sack off his Gourgeist, which can switch into his Azumarill. He can go into this and eat up a Shadow Ball. But I Trick, making a pretty pro prediction. So I've now tricked or switched or Switcheroo to a Choice Scarf onto 2 Pokemons. That's kind of hilarious. But now I realize, oh shit, I have nothing else with Mega Pidgeot. Now I do have my P2, which can switch in pretty comfortably to the Mega Pidgeot and eat up hits pretty well. But like, that's still a little scary. So here I switch out into, I think I just go into Azu because I know I can take it pretty well. I can eat Moonblast pretty well, and then Play Rough, I think, into a KO. Possibly. Oh, yeah. Pretty sure I can do a KO from this range. So he's Scarf, so he's locked in Moonblast. And as I thought he'd stay in, so I just click Play Rough. And it does a good chunk here, as you'll see. So, looks like, now, that was me just reading it a little wrong and being a little stupid. But it looked like that did a little over half, at least to me. It looked like he was around 90%, and then now he's around like 35, so by that math, so it did around 55, which then, if that's right, then that means he's not totally physically defensive. He's probably bold with like a little bit of defense, but he's not like that bulky on the physical side. So I thought, okay, I can go for a Power Punch here, and then that'll put me a +1 attack, which can help the Gourgeist. And then that should put it in range of Aqua Jet killing it, right? It looks like it is. I think it is. So I just go for the Aqua Jet here. I'm like, alright, this should kill it, right? It was on like 1. I think it has to be 1 HP. I'm like, bro. So I mean, I do live this Moonblast, but like I have to Aqua Jet again, and it's like, I'm really low, and now I'm dead to rocks if he sets them up, and that's just bad. I get a crit. I could use that earlier. Thanks, game. Thanks. I mean, I should have gone for Play Rough again. I mean, I guess I was a little worried of missing Play Rough, and Ice Punch would not have killed, so I thought if I get it to +1, that'd be helpful. It wouldn't have really helped a whole lot, though, because he could have just brought this thing in, and then, like, either way, I die to a Volt Switch, and, like, Aqua Jet does a little more at +1, I guess, but, like, I mean, it wasn't worth it. It was kind of, it was a weird play on my part. I thought it might have worked out. I don't know. So here, I just switch out into P2, I think, right? Yeah. Knowing, I mean, he gets the freest Volt Switch ever off in his life, but I mean, I have to go into P2 because I can eat up the Volt Switch, but I mean, it's obvious as hell that he's gonna go for it, and he can bring in whatever the hell he wants. Probably Gourgeist or something. I think he brings in Nidoqueen, actually. So here, I'm like, alright, I know you like to carry rocks in this thing a lot, so I think you're gonna go for Stealth Rocks here, trying to kill my Azumarill on switching. So I'm actually gonna switch into it now, thinking you're gonna set the rocks. I'm like, alright, if I do switch into it as you set up rocks, I can get some use out of my Azumarill before it dies. So here, this is a tough 50-50. I thought, he might stay in, predicting me to, predict the switch out, and then, like, if I go for Ice Punch or something. So he might stay in, but he could switch out. So I wanted to click Aqua Jet and just get off damage, but it does not oak out. So I figured, you know what, I'm behind. I need to make some pro plays, I need to make some predictions, make some reads to get back into this game. So I thought he could switch out into probably Gourgeist to take the Aqua Jet. So I do just click Ice Punch, thinking if he does switch out, and I can, get that little prediction there, that'd be really helpful. He does just stay and click Earth Power, so I could click Aqua Jet, done some damage. Doesn't really matter though, because it went out of O-code, and it just does not matter, which you guys will see in a moment, and I will explain. So I do trace at Sheer Force, which is kind of cool for my tri-attacks, but he is the Focus Blast. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And he lands it. I'm like, wow, Schady, you're bad. You run Focus Blast on Nidoqueen. You're really bad. He actually gets a crit. I didn't even notice. I don't know if it mattered. I don't even care. I can bring in Frostlass. If I had my Scarf, I could maybe sort of have a chance of winning. Yeah. But I just took D-Bond here as, I can go for that and just sack off Frostlass, but at least I can bring this Nidoqueen down with me. And he just goes for Earth Power and knocks me out. So Frostlass is going to go down, and I'm going to lose this in a 3-0, unfortunately. But, I mean, it was a pretty good game. I didn't get totally wrecked, I didn't get 6-0'd or like 5-0'd. It was a 3-0's. Oh, I still have Firachi. Right, I forgot. But he just brings Pidgeot and just knocks me out, so it doesn't matter. Pidgeot's cool. Good for Pidgeot for being able to get a kill here. He did put his Pidgeot on it. He did not forget like he did versus Kelly. So good job, Schady, putting your Pidgeot on your Mega Pidgeot. Good job, buddy. He's able to knock me out with a Heat Wave. So we do go down in a somewhat close 3-0. But GG to Schady, definitely check him out. He's got a decent accent. It's kind of cool, kind of lame. But yeah, Shady's coach the Mewnich, as he says. He says it really fast, and, in his accent. And, he gets upset when people say it wrong, even though his name is fucking weird. Or not his name, his team name is fucking weird, man. I don't know. But, sorry, George, I've let you down. I've lost this week. Apparently, George was supposed to do this battle, but he didn't really tell me that. I don't know. But yeah, we do lose to Schady, which sucks. So we're 4-4 now, which, that kind of blows. But, I mean, it's a 3-0. It wasn't too bad. And, I mean, I'm not too upset with this loss because, I mean, Schady prepped well. He played well. I should have made a couple different changes with my team. Like, maybe knock off on Azu would have been better. Maybe, there's some other things. Like, maybe Ice Beam on P2 would have helped. We're just playing it differently. But one thing I really noticed after this, or really after I did the battle, was I didn't have a concise win con on this team. Like, I had some stuff that did well versus team, but I didn't really have a win con. Maybe Frostlass, in the end, if I still have my Toy Scarf and things are really weakened down, maybe that can be a win con. But I didn't have anything that was really built to sweep or really win. Nothing really scared his team that much. Maybe P2, but he had things to deal with it, the Nidoqueen, Sneasel, sort of, and But a good job to Schady, good job, my man, GG. But with how the PPL works, they don't have playoffs. They have just not even a championship game. It's just the top team in the standings wins the championship. So I think I still sort of had a chance going into this game if I won out and I won all my games and got really lucky with other people losing. I maybe had a chance, but I didn't want to focus on that early. Think about that at all because it was unrealistic in the first place, and I didn't want to try to put that much pressure on myself. So I didn't really care too much about maybe having a chance. But there aren't any playoffs anyway, so it's not like we're in contention for playoffs because they don't exist for this league. But still, really good battle versus Schady. So check him out. As I said, check out George, my man, the man that let me take over his team, which is pretty cool. And check out the PPL channel because they're all cool lads. This video is really long. I'm sorry, it's a post-com. I don't know. It's kind of a long battle, I guess. Yeah, kind of. I did a little team builder, not like a team builder, but I explained my team in that beginning portion, so that took up some time there. But hopefully you guys like this little PPL video. There will be 3 more battles, actually only 2, because I talked to Sam for week 9. He's my week 9 opponent, and Sam, he's unfortunately has to quit and forfeit for the rest of the league, the rest of the season. So everyone that played him, or everyone that had to play him and does still have to play him, will get a free 4th win. So we do get a 3-0 win versus Sam, so we go up to 5-4, that's cool, so pretty much our differential evens out. So we get a win versus Sam, that's kind of cool, but, so we don't have a game for week 9. In week 10, we play Mac, coach of the Thunderbolt and Wanderers, I think. Yeah, so that should be a good game in week 11 versus Kelly. Should be some good ones there. But anyway, guys, hopefully you like this PPL game. Hopefully next week I can do a little better versus Paul. I'll try to build a little better. I'll hopefully be a little more accustomed and more used to this team by then. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this battle. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and check out all the people down below. Check out the doc, do all the cool things, and I'll see you guys later with next week or any other league format video cool things. Bye-bye.